Hi, this is Bella DiMartino, and
Phoebe Crooks, and this is our presentation on cosplay. People all over the world participate in cosplay culture. It doesn't matter your age, gender, race, or any characteristic. Gender expression is also a big part of cosplay culture, whether it helps you be comfortable in your identity or if you experiment with other gender expressions. A quote from our bibliography says modern cosplayers are redefining characteristics and gender expression by valuing self-expression and diversity over strict accuracy, making cosplay more inclusive and accepting. Gender bending, a term cosplayers use, is becoming more widely accepted over the years. We'll be coming back to this later, but characters as popular as Elsa and celebrities doing this type of thing bring worldwide attention to gender bending, and it creates a more accepting community.
as you see here, we have another gender bend cosplay, and cosplay can be considered a safe space for many people to experiment with their gender without judgment and binaries. And we often see a lot of male characters who are younger and have more feminine features being cosplayed by females due to the accuracy and the 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 easy way to mimic the character.
Many cosplayers have migrated to Twitch, a streaming service. They do a multitude of things on this website. There are cosplayers that play games and cosplayers that just stream their cosplay. Live streaming is often seen as intimate since it is an unedited, unfiltered live version of a real human. YouTube came before Twitch, and most videos were edited and filtered in some way to put the YouTuber in their best light. Twitch doesn't have any of that. The intimacy sometimes develops into something a tad more sexual. Women will try live stream and sultry cosplay, play certain music, and act a certain way to attract a loyal and thirsty fan base. When streamers gain a cult following, the pay is incomparable. Though pornography is not permitted on Twitch, people are still invested just as much in the content that nearly earns that title. The intimacy is not solely sexual. Streamers create an environment in their cosplay streams that immerse the viewer in anime, movie, or any media that the person is dressing as a character from. These types of streams are popular amongst younger teens, around 12 to 15, because most art-focused cosplay streams keep themselves child-friendly.
As you see here, cosplayers frequently alter their features, the way they dress, and many other things to gain as much likeness as possible to the characters they enjoy cosplaying. And there has been some extreme cases of this, as we see in our bibliography. But in this case, it's just a simple kind of change, and passion for characters can be communicated through this transformation and doing things someone usually wouldn't do, as we see here. Okay. So as we see here, this has been one of the more extreme transformations that some people have gone through to mimic even public figures. And we see that even age doesn't matter when it comes to cosplay, and that you can pretty much do anything and you don't need much but makeup. As we see in our bibliography, people will often use items such as wigs, prosthetics, and many other things to change their look. But here, the artist simply used a cap and makeup to transform themselves into a different age and a different person.
This Halloween, Megan Thee Stallion dressed up as Death the Kid from an anime called Soul Eater. She received wide praise from many fans that felt connected to her through this shared interest. Cosplay is a friendly and helpful environment, and shared interests help make people feel like they belong and can get help from others in the community. Many people who dress up as their favorite characters form emotional connections and interact with one another, ultimately creating a strong sense of community and belonging within the cosplay community. Having a celebrity dress up as someone commonly cosplayed brings fans in the cosplay community together for even more of a sense of belonging. This also applies to the gender bending in this costume. There were no hateful comments in the comment section. Everyone was praising the costume and the execution.
With this, there is some scrutiny that female cosplayers face in the cosplay community. Uh, the gender influences can change the perception of the cosplay, and the fan community will often neglect the labor involved just to criticize a gender bend, the way someone represents themselves in that gender bend. And yeah, a lot of the time it's often because of over sexualization and inaccuracy when usually a man would not be scrutinized for this.
Going back to the first slide, dressing up as popular characters creates an impression among a bigger audience. Gender expression in kids is a very relevant topic. Kids are feeling less societal pressure to dress like or play with the toys for their assigned gender. And as a result, these kids are happier. They're less content and have more options to play with what they want or dress as whoever they want, thanks to the openness created by cosplay communities and more gendering people.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. It was